This is a vocabulary word from Chapter 1 of David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. Now, maybe you've seen this word before, inquire. Inquire. That means to make questions, to ask questions. Now, to look inquiringly is to look at someone trying to find an answer, like this. Wait, I'm trying to look at the camera. Like you're trying to understand something. That's looking inquiringly, looking and making a question. Trying to find the answer by looking at something. That's looking inquiringly. Oh, Hadi Hassan says, I'm indebted to you because you taught me how to learn new vocabulary. Well, I'm glad that you like it. I hope you keep watching. This is a pretty bad show today, but I'll just keep trying. Maybe it'll get better. But so this is looking inquiringly. To inquire is to make questions, to ask questions. And to look inquiringly is to have a question on your face like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to understand you. That's looking inquiringly. I've got a note here to talk about the pronunciation of this word. Some words in English have a lot of vowel sound combinations in them, and this is one of those. If you hear me say this word very slowly, listen to the middle and all of the different vowel sounds that you can hear. Inquire. There's a lot of vowel sounds in there. Inquire, inquiring, inquiringly. A lot of vowel sounds in there. And if you pay attention to those vowel sounds, it will really help you improve your pronunciation. Wow, that's a very good question. Inquire and enquire. I'm going to Google that right now because actually, I'm sure there is a difference, but I have to tell you, I'm not sure what the difference is. Let's take a look, because that's a really good question. Oh. Well, according to Google, it's just a matter of North American English versus British English. In the US, the word inquire with an I is used all the time. But in British English, inquire is used for formal investigations and enquire for less formal questioning, but it means the same thing. So, I mean, to me, I probably wouldn't even use E-N-Q-U-I-R. I just use I-N-Q-U-I-R-E. So they're the same, actually. Okay, so thank you, Hadi Hassan Atari. I learned something new today. Okay, so I guess in theory you could use enquiringly if you want. Okay, now let's take a look at how to use this in a sentence. But so just think about because inquire or enquire means to look for answers, to try to get answers. So you're looking at something, trying to get an answer. That's looking inquiringly. Where is this? In the book, it is used with the verb to look. Okay. Let's try it in a sentence. Mary was talking to her teacher, and she didn't understand his instructions for the project. She didn't say anything, but she looked at him like, what? That's looking inquiringly. What? What are you talking about? But no talking, just what? Okay. So she looked at him like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? She looked at the teacher inquiringly. She looked inquiringly at her teacher. She looked inquiringly at her teacher. She looked inquiringly at her teacher. Let's make a when question. When? When did she look? When did she look inquiringly? When did she look inquiringly at her teacher, at her teacher, at her teacher? When did she look inquiringly at her teacher? When did she look inquiringly at her teacher? And the answer is when he explained the project. When he explained the project. She looked at him inquiringly. She looked at him. She looked at him. She looked at him. Looked at him. Looked at him. She looked at him. She looked inquiringly at him when he explained the project. That means what? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Okay, let's try another example here. John was speaking at a conference, but the ideas that he was talking about were confusing to the audience. So imagine he's on stage. They can't talk to him. It's a large group of people, but he can see their faces and they're saying, "What are you talking about? I don't understand." They looked inquiringly at him. What? They looked inquiringly at him. Okay, let's make a when question with that sentence. When did they? When did they? When did they look? When did they look inquiringly at him? 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 And here's the answer. When he talked about a confusing topic. When he talked about, when he talked about, when he talked about a, 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 when he talked about a confusing topic. They looked at him inquiringly when he talked about a confusing topic. All right.